Hello and welcome to the next episode. Now, last time we consolidated control over Russia and Kazakhstan here in our first episode of this new campaign. We are going to continue here, consolidate even further in the Eurasian Union. Maybe we are going to do the first time skip here, I'm not sure. But right now we are just going to consolidate, use our point cap here as much as we can. And basically try to get as much boost income as we can. Ooh, there is a new alien fleet. And probably going to crash on Earth as well.
We've got our people in place.
And there we go. Uzbekistan is also in our hands now. And they have to consolidate now in the executive here for 180 days. And then we can start the unification program. Let's continue here. We should get Azerbaijan as well. So I want you and you going here.
Ready for my mission.
And Flores, what is left over here? We do have something in Lithuania left. There we go.
Standing by.
And Flip is continuing to reduce unrest here in Kazakhstan for us.
We'll make things safe.
To make them more peaceful. That's basically it for the moment. We are going to rush through these mission phases because whatever we need to do, it's very clear right now. The only thing we sometimes need to check here actually is if there is something available. Like the admin org which we were looking for is already gone, so someone else bought it. We didn't even have the chance to get it in time. But Perun is available, which provides 2 science. So we need to decide who will be our scientist. Probably our persuasion person here. Although we are running out of stuff here. We really don't have any scientists currently. But let's take it here. It's a really nice mix of a lot of things. Also, some more admin probably can't hurt. And this one can't hurt either. Everything else we can't take. We don't need the welfare thing. We don't really care about welfare here right now.
Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Ooh, okay. We gained unrest.
Not to look directly at what you are trying to see.
Okay, they have done Skywatch. So, and they move into orbital shipbuilding. Orbital shipbuilding is going to provide us with the first ship components. Outpost tab is going to be the outpost core for Moon and Mars bases. So, both of them are necessary for the next steps. Now we push everything into we are not alone here, just to get the next agent, but also hopefully get a tech pick here. So maybe we can do it. Okay, we got Azerbaijan, Lithuania, and the second one in Azerbaijan. Nice. So next one would be here.
Ready for orders.
Finland for us here.
Bringing them to our side.
And Eurasian Union, Armenia is in there. So Feti will take over Armenia here.
To our side.
And then we can continue on Turkmenistan here. Armies are almost healed up. So, oh, we forgot Belarus here. Belarus is something we need to take as well.
We'll be running this place in no time.
These provinces here we are going to just spoil for the moment. I think we will not change anything here in this regard. Maybe we are going to put Uzbekistan a bit on economy or something. But right now just spoil it for the extra cash that we need. However, this means that we can reduce our spoils here. Instead put a little bit of unity into it as well. The same here. So we don't need to spoil that much anymore. Some unity, a bit of economy so that we don't shrink. Something like this for the moment. And maybe a bit of welfare here to not go crazy on the inequality here.
We must not only defend.
Resistance has revealed itself. Also anti-alien, of course. And
We were unable to increase security.
what's going on with you?
For next mission.
This is Striver. Maybe we should just give him one command for the future here, so that his chances are higher. Wartime, atrocities. Yeah, fine.
We've gained significant support.
Belarus, okay.
We've got our people in place.
Armenia,
Our presence is growing.
Finland. Oh, we're getting closer to the cap, actually. And the science output is now 500, so really, really nice.
The dreamer in me wants to believe it would
And
bring
we
golden
got
age
We Are
of
Not Alone.
advancement and prosperity for all mankind.
Which means that we can pick the next global technology. We are going to go into advanced chemical rocketry for the interplanetary chemical rockets here to reduce the costs which it takes to, well, send stuff to the moon before we pick anything else in regards to building a base. So we need to get into space fission basically to make a nuclear plant on the moon. Now we can, however, decide what we want to do. Initiative is leading with 200 here. It's very unlikely that we can catch up here. However, we could think about... Let's invest into both of them and see where we maybe want to take over the lead and what we can do about it. Now Georgia is something we
Ready
need.
for my mission.
What's the op?
So Philip here. Oh, 7% chance only. Interesting. Because of popular support. Okay, then we can skip it for the moment. What else is necessary? We got these ones going. We got one missing
Where do you
here.
need me? What's the op?
At your service.
Yeah, actually, let's continue
Taking
first
control.
on everything
Ready to
which
go.
is in the Eurasian Union.
Your orders?
Where
For
to?
like these states
Bringing
here,
them on board.
which have claims from us.
Standing by.
Wrapping that up, and then we
Establishing
can
control.
start working on Georgia and the Scandinavian countries.
Our only hope is to
Protectorate also revealed, and there we go, clandestine cells. An additional counselor and more control points when it is researched. So of course we are going to invest into it, and for the moment we are just going to continue here. Priorities are of course now distributed. We have to pay a bit of attention to it. In regards to that, we need to make sure that we get more technology picks on a global level. And yeah, on the 15th we get new
Our
orcs,
supporters are in place.
which we need to
We've
check
gained
out.
significant support. We're taking over.
Okay, Turkmenistan is also solved. Nice. So actually I think we can go out of spoils completely in Russia and Kazakhstan now. And just focus completely on the boost income. The others don't have a space program, so that's not worth it. We could consider taking over Iran actually relatively early here. But we need to kick out humanity first, because this one has an almost finished space program, something we can exploit on a degree quite useful. Yeah, we had 176 though, so we really need the clandestine cells tech here, which however will take 4 months to complete. So, more research. Basically, this means, however... Oh, Tajikistan is taken, Kyrgyzstan is not yet taken, so... You go here.
Taking control. Reporting in.
So we need to
I'm
pick
here.
out
What's the op?
this guy here.
Targeting their center of power.
Sika, you
Ready
could
for
do
my
a
mission.
purge, but that's not really worth it. Instead, we could do a public campaign. For example, in Sweden, to get the resistance out of it, if we want to. Or we first do Georgia. Let's do first do
Making
Georgia
our
here,
case.
just to complete the Eurasian Union. Yep. Our armies are almost healed up, and then we move into Ukraine again. Okay, let's see how this one develops here. Oh, personal legacy. An extremely wealthy personal friend of Shika is nearing the end of their life. Their long-term They are longtime philanthropists and have decided to ensure their work lives on by concentrating the majority of the assets under one of the many charitable organizations. Charitable? That's nothing we do as an initiative. They have founded. They asked Shika to sit on its board and want their feedback on which charity most deserves the additional funding. A non-profit dedicated to food for providing food aid in the developing countries. A scholarship. Oh, come on. I would have taken the money right away. So this leads... I think this implies knowledge. I'm not sure what this one implies. Maybe social engineering? Let's take the food one, because I'm curious what it
Move
is.
the needle.
So we did get something in our... We get the Majestic Fund. Welfare. Ah, yeah. I should have thought about that. So nobody can take control of it? Interesting. Why? Huh, whatever.
Things are cooling off.
Worst case, we sell it. Yeah,
They
continue.
slipped away from us.
Really? 78%? Come on.
We're taking over.
Okay, that's Kyrgyzstan done, and that's basically all the available ones here for the moment. So now we have to make a decision that we either go into Scandinavia or we go into Iran. I'm somewhat leaning towards Iran right now because we have neighborship bonuses here. So maybe after Georgia we start working on Iran, and Iran is 36 control points. So yeah, I like this. So we work towards Arabia here. We can still do the Nordic Union when we have a bit more control points, basically. So
Ready.
you're doing public campaigns
Action.
here. Shika will start on public campaigns here.
I will try to sway the public.
Flores will
My mission.
explore the alien activity for
Investigating
once.
alien site.
Yep. And we are leading in orbital shipbuilding, so we are going to slow down a little bit here. We are also basically the only ones in advanced chemical rocketry, so we can slow down there as well. And instead we are going to push more into... Actually, we can slow down like this. Yeah, we have a pretty big lead here currently. So we can push more into clandestine cells here. And let's rush through more mission phases here. Now...
Things are stabilizing.
That's fine. Estonia, we don't care. Why did we lose sustainability score? Probably still from our... Oh, wait a second. Or does economy drop it?
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, repeat there.
Targets got away.
Really? Again? Annoying.
Here's what we found.
Yeah, boost income is going up nicely. And most of it is getting pushed into boost currently. So Flores, how about you help stabilizing Kazakhstan and Russia?
We'll
That's the
restore
highest
peace
priority
to this
here
nation.
for the moment, so that we have more investment points going into boost. We really want a decent
Order is
income.
returning.
And now I completely forgot about new orcs. Oh, there's actually stuff available. So... The only thing interesting is the Otho brands here for more money. Yeah. I guess that's basically the only one we care about right now. Increase our income. Invest this one into admin. Everything else we can't take. Yeah, fine.
Things are cooling off.
Okay,
The people will come to our side.
We'll hit them where it hurts.
there we go. Finally, we got the crackdown. Alarming new disease. So the new Rift Valley fever variant. We're going to provide funding here to get the public opinion boost. We can afford the 100 money here. We do have enough in the back. This also actually means that we can stop making spoils here in the European Union ones. Instead, we are going to invest into mission control here as a preparation for the future, basically. They don't have a space program, which is fine, but we can already make mission control because we are part of a union which has a space program, so we are going to use this. The same actually here, even though it probably will never finish, but Armenia can do it as well. And who else is in the union? Kyrgyzstan is also in the union, so you can also do a space program, mission control basically here. Although it will probably also never finish. Feti therefore can just take... No, wait a second. Feti is one of the few public campaign guys here, so invest 20
I
here.
will try to sway the public.
Standing by for orders.
Where to?
And Philip
Ready.
has a purge, so... What? 91%, yeah.
Terminating the opposition.
And we are also almost done here with the unrest. Okay. So basically, we are waiting for the control to be taken over. So the executive to be consolidated. And then in the next year, at the end of this year, we can start merging together. And from here on, I think it's relatively straightforward. And yeah, let's do one more mission phase and see where we are and make a cut in this episode. And then afterwards, we probably can start making time skips here, because we have reached our cap,
Hearts and minds.
more or less. We are preparing for
Our
Iran.
case remains unheard.
So afterwards, we...
We are in control now.
Yeah, I saw something. Our armies are healed up, so now we can move them into Ukraine again. We are in no rush here. So the unrest is actually going up here. So the unrest value is 3.4, so maybe we actually need to change this somehow. Yeah, I'm going to read through all the information for the next episode, so maybe we can somehow decrease the resistance values. Okay, this one is driving towards 0, but Kazakhstan is driving towards 3.4. Okay, so I have to read through everything why it is going upwards. Maybe we can fix that quickly. Meanwhile, we are preparing to take over Iran, even though it just made a defense on this control point here. And it's going to 15th of June, so that's a long time.
At your
But
service.
Ready for my mission.
At your service.
oh, we don't have coup
Where
d'etat.
to?
Ready for orders.
Oh, we have one here, but command
Ready.
1. Yeah, it's 37 defense. Yeah, that's unlikely. But we can purge and crack down. Yeah, we are going to improve our public campaign here and then try to break it by force.
At your service.
So we have 9 investigation already. It's 8% on this control point already. So assuming we invest like 8 influence here, we are already 23%. We can basically double that from public support, more or less. And we can also still improve this guy here. For example, by taking the drug enforcement policy here. At 120, that's expensive. I don't think we should do this. No, we are going to wait for the next round of orcs here in like 8 days. And then can see what we can make out of that. So, and from here on, see you in the next episode when we break Iran and also prepare for space more deeply and also start making time skips here basically, because now we have to wait for the global text to finish to allow us to jump to the moon. So, see you in the next episode. Leave a like and subscribe.